Hey everybody, it's Lex here, and we're doing this super late, but we're going to be doing my October TBR, and I'm going to talk about everything I need to talk about. This person right here is my dog. She's right here. She has to be with me because she is destroying a bunch of stuff in the house. So let's get into it with the books that I will hopefully read in October. A lot of them are going to be physical books because I cannot get the ebooks because they're not on Kindle Unlimited anymore. So, first thing I want to talk about is Slapshot by Chelsea Corto. This is a hockey romance. It's a single mom romance. Player, chef, sunshine romance, roommates to lovers, and then ASL rep is in this. And I cannot wait for this book, especially the ASL rep, and then I saw a glimpse of it in Power Play, and I cannot wait to read this book. So I'm super excited to get to this one before her new one comes out in November, I believe. It's in November, I believe. But that's the book I want to get into for that. Okay. The next one... Okay, so I want to read and finish reading the fine print because this is my annotated version of it, and I got that far into it when I was reading it in June and never finished it. And I'm on chapter 13, 94 pages in, and I would like to finish reading my reread of this. That is my plan. This is Rowan and Zara. He has to take over the company, and it's like Disneyland, and this was in his grandfather's will. In order to get shares of the company, he has to like actually change something in the theme park to make it better, and then it has to go to the board. And Zara was the person who does the bippity boppity boo boutique thing, and she's one of those people. And then she submits a proposal drunk, and then that gets her to become one of the people that has the main ideas. So she brings ideas to the table, and the romance goes from there. And I cannot wait to reread this, especially with my annotations. I might restart the whole book. I don't know yet, but this is the book I want to read next. The next one I want to read, we're just going to set that there, is this one. So this is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I don't know how to say her name. Okay, so I was looking at this, and it's one POV. So this is going to be very interesting because I don't usually read one like single POVs anymore. And so this is Tropes Are Right Person, Wrong Time, Friends to Lovers, Chef, and Book Publicist, Forced Proximity, Second Chance, and Time Travel. So this reminds me a lot of The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. This is giving me those vibes. So let's hopefully those vibes still happen in this book. Okay, next one. This is on my fall TBR. I would like to read Lights Out. So Lights Out is a dark romance, stalker romance. He falls first. Cat and mouse chase, touch her and you die. Morley Gray, MMC, and it says masked cinnamon roll hero. So I'm super excited for this one. Cannot wait to read this one because of the male narrator in this book. Okay, next one I would like to read is Caught Up. This is also on my fall TBR. This is stalking romance, mafia ties, second romance, he's always loved her, BDSM club, cam girl, found family, Morley Gray, MMC. So super excited to read both of those books. And then my last book I actually pulled out of my closet, and I have not read this book in so long. I think it's still, yeah, so it's kind of damaged from when I was younger. So my Harry Potter, and so it's like coming out. Yeah, so I didn't treat my books really well when I was in elementary school, and I think it got damaged a little bit. So I don't know what the heck happened, but it's been through some rough times. But I would like to read Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Okay, back when I read this in elementary school, junior high, I hated this book. It took me so long to read it. So we're going to see how long it takes me to read this book. Yeah. Because I know I did not like this book whatsoever because of Umbridge, whatever her name is. The new Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. She made me so mad. She still makes me mad when I watch this stupid movie too, because I just rather skip that movie altogether. But there is things in that movie I do like, but she's not one of them. So this is my copy from when I was in elementary school, junior high, and I actually read this book. I read this book. I read it as a hardcover, and I followed through all of it. So that is the last thing I wanted to talk about. I checked on releases happening in October, and there is no releases that I'm like wanting to read. So there is nothing to talk about for new releases coming out in October. So I'm going to end it here. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by and watching this video. This is my October TBR, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.